1031 exchange is one of the most powerful tools in real estate investing. And believe it or not, it's one of the most misunderstood too. According to industry estimates, billions of dollars in real estate each year involve 1031 exchanges. So today, I'm going to answer some of the most common questions that investors ask, so you can understand how it works and when it makes sense. Now, first and foremost, what is a 1031 exchange? So let's put it in a simple word. It is a tax deferral strategy where you sell one investment property and reinvest all the proceeds into another investment property without paying any capital gain taxes. The idea is simple. Rather than losing your equity towards taxes, you keep it invested into real estate. So let's say an investor sells a property with huge gains. Now it can cost him anywhere from 20 to 30% depending on the federal taxes and the state taxes. Now a 1031 allows him to keep that 20 to 30% stay invested into real estate. Question number 2. Does 1031 exchange apply to primary residences? Sadly, no. 1031 exchange is only meant for the properties held for the purpose of investment or business use, not for the primary residence, because they fall into a total different tax exclusion, where if you file taxes as a single person, then you have the exclusion up to $250,000 of gain, or if you file the taxes jointly as a married, then you have the exclusion up to $500,000 gain. So this 1031 exchange is only and only for business use or investment properties. Question number 3. What does like-kind property mean? I would say this is the biggest myth in the 1031 exchange real estate investment industry. People would think like-kind means if you sell an apartment building, you have to buy an apartment building. If you sell a motel, you have to buy a motel. Guess what? Like-kind means investment property for an investment property. Now you could sell a single family home that you were holding as a rental. Now you can buy apartment building, you can buy a fourplex. Now you can buy a retail store, you can buy an office building, you can buy a land if you want, as long as it's an investment for an investment. That's all. Question number 4. What is 45-day rule? From the day of the closing on your sale property, you have 45 calendar days, not business days, calendar days, to identify the potential purchase property. Now, we recommend to identify up to 3 properties, not just one, because you have to close on a property from this list. So this is also called identification period. It's not about closing on the purchase property, only identifying the potential purchase properties. Now the next question, what is 180-day rule? It's very related to this 45-day rule. 45-day rule was the identification period. Now this 180-day rule is closing on those identified properties. Now these 180 days start from when you closed on the sale property, and it also includes that identification period of 45 days. So within 180 calendar days, you have to close on the purchase property or properties. Question number 6. What happens if I miss the deadlines? You don't want to do that. Well, IRS does not allow you to miss the deadline. Let's say now it's 181st day and you have not closed on the purchase property. Let's see what happens. Uncle Sam is coming for you. All the capital gain taxes are due that year because the exchange was disqualified when you did not meet the deadline. Question number 7. Do I have to invest all the proceeds? And guess what? You have to invest the entire value of the sale property, not just the proceeds. So it's loan plus equity. Let's say you sold the property for $800,000, where $500,000 was the loan amount and $300,000 was your equity. To defer all the taxes, you need to buy a replacement property of value $800,000 or more. Let's say You buy something for 700,000. You are spending the entire 300,000 into the purchase, but the loan amount of 500,000, now you're taking a new loan of only 400,000. Guess what? Now it's called a partial exchange, where you did not replace the entire loan amount. As long as you do the equal or greater value from the sale property, you are fine. You will not be owing any taxes. Question number 8. Can I touch the money during exchange? No. You do not do that. Let's say you sell your property and the money temporarily comes into your account before going to the intermediary. Now you owe the taxes. Money cannot touch your bank account. From the sale property escrow, it has to go directly into the intermediary account, which acts as a third party, a neutral party. And when you purchase the property, the funds would go from that neutral party account towards the purchased property. So money is not touching your account at all. And IRS is very strict about this rule. Question number 9. What is 200% rule? Now, this rule helps us identifying a number of properties, more than 3 normally when we want to do. When an investor wants to sell a bigger property and buy a number of smaller properties, then they use this 200% rule. The other rule was when we can identify up to 3. This time, it does not matter how many potential purchase properties we identify. It just has to be under 200% of the value of the sale property. Question number 10. How long can I defer taxes? Now that's a very interesting question. Well, there is no expiration date. Nobody says 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. As long as you keep on selling the property and reinvesting the money into another investment property, you're good to go. You keep on deferring the taxes. Now, the real question is, when would I owe the taxes? Now, there could be 3 scenarios where you would owe the capital gain taxes to Uncle Sam. Scenario number 1, you stop reinvesting. So you sold an investment property, but you did not find a replacement property and you kept the money. That's it. Now you owe the capital gain taxes. Number 2, you miss a deadline. Now, you were not supposed to do that, right? You missed the deadline of 180 days. The Uncle Sam is coming for you because the 1031 exchange disqualified. Number 3, you pass away holding the property. Now, what does that mean? That means considering you had a living trust, heirs, they would typically receive a step-up basis to the current market value at the time of death. Now, the capital gain taxes, they might essentially disappear. So that's another reason long-term investors, they keep on reinvesting and making their portfolio, the generational wealth, bigger and bigger by using this 1031 exchange strategy. And there is another phrase that I've heard in the scenario: you swap until you drop. Well, it works. I hope I answered all the questions you had in your mind regarding 1031. Well, if I did not, if I missed anything, please comment below so I can respond to you. And if you're considering selling an investment property here in Orange County area and want to explore if 1031 makes sense, please reach out. I would love to walk you through different scenarios.